Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Here's a little song about our home state of Wisconsin. Lunch and cheese and dinner and cheese, fall and cheese and winter and cheese, chips and cheese and jerky and cheese, nuts and cheese and turkey and cheese, cheese with pies and peppers and peas, snow and beer and cheese. Cheese and snow and hockey and snow, cows and snow, Milwaukee and snow, boots and snow and dripping and snow, ice and snow and slipping and snow, wind and snow, a car that won't go, beer and cheese and snow. Snow and beer and bowling and beer, golf and beer and trolling and beer, school and beer and sledding and beer, love and beer and a wedding and beer, cold beer here, get your beer here, cheese and snow and beer. Slush and ale and Monterey Jack, flakes and brie and a cheap six-pack, drips and curds and a head of good suds, cheese with ice and a couple of buds, all keeps well at 30 degrees, snow and beer and cheese. Thank you. That was written after some guy told us that the average year-round temperature in Wisconsin is 30 degrees, which we think is a little high, but we went on and wrote the song anyway.
Well, the show is Horses Sing None of It, and my name is Ralph Litwin, and our guests today are Lou.
How do you do?
And Peter Berryman.
How do you do? Nice to be here.
And I thought I would read a little bit from their Lou and Peter Berryman bio from their website. Had our first band, a folky band, in high school in 1964. Had our second band, a jug band, in college in 1966. Had our brief and third and fourth bands in 69 and 71.
I think in 1971 we never even played out anywhere, anywhere at all.
We did a lot of rehearsing.
Yeah.
We're married to each other in 1967. Had a 5-year honeymoon in Canada. Got a divorce in 1974. Started playing weekly at the Club de Wash in Madison in 1977, became a full-time musical duo in 77, finished playing weekly at the Club de Wash in 1987, recorded our first of 12 original albums in 1980, have the best fans in the biz, and owe a great debt of thanks to many people, especially our spouses, Christy and Mark, plus the likes of Rodney Scheel and Michael Cooney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Been a fan of yours for many years.
Oh, that's
You
lovely
poor
to
thing.
hear.
Well, we've been hearing about this show for a long time, too, and
very
it's
happy
delightful
to
to,
be
yeah, delightful to, we both talk at the same time.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's one of our trademarks.
A pleasure. Well, go on and do another song.
We'd love to.
This one okay?
Yeah, it's great.
Well, we're going to do another song that Peter said maybe we shouldn't do this one next because it's another list song. We really like writing songs that just don't have any verbs in them.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait for
this one is.
our third song for our first verb.
But there's a little scenario for you in this song. You're in your car and driving out, probably outside of a little Midwestern town, just driving down a country road, slowing down, driving through a little Midwestern town, and driving through out the other side. Kind of a quiet little song called Bird, Bird, Bird.
Bird, 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 cow, cow. Bird, 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 cow, cow. Silo tractor, barn plow. Bird, 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 cow, cow. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Speed zone 30, Walmart. Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. Garden tractor, go-kart. Asphalt, asphalt, Kmart. Kmart, Kmart, gas pump. Gas pump, gas pump, gas pump. Wendy's drive-through speed bump. Ponderosa gas pump. Duplex, duplex, driveway. Duplex, duplex, driveway. Duplex, duplex, driveway. Duplex, duplex, driveway. House, house, bar, cafe, church. Funeral parlor, school, church. Old Milwaukee fried perch. Tavern, tavern, bar, church. Empty storefront, plywood. Plywood, plywood, plywood. Out of business for good. Relocated plywood. Hotel, courthouse, dead shrub. Dead tree, dead grass, dead shrub. Discount liquor, strip club. Empty building, dead shrub. House, house, trailer, yard sale. Trailer, trailer, yard sale. Tavern, high school, bike trail. Gas pump, trailer, yard sale. Road construction, eat now. Strip mall, pig farm, sow, sow. Silo, tractor, barn plow. And construction, cow, cow. Bird, 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 cow, cow. Bird, 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 cow, cow. Silo, tractor, barn plow. Bird, 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 cow, cow. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Hayfield, hayfield, hayfield. Thank you.
It's a little musical journey.
Towards the end there, I started getting confused whether you were talking about hayfield or going, hey, field!
Yeah. One word does tend to turn into, you know, we also
Well,
thought
different.
we probably should change the agriculture for every area that we played, if it, you know, for that particular song. I don't know how much
That's
hay
right,
is
yeah.
grown around here. I'm not
Sure,
exactly
oil
sure.
field, oil field, oil field.
Yeah, or whatever, you know, wherever, yeah. Beef cattle, beef cattle, beef cattle.
We
Anyway,
don't have too many Midwestern towns in New Jersey.
well, that's, that never occurred to me, but I guess
No, they're very different from Midwestern.
we drove through some nice little towns on the way here, though. So,
Pretty state, we think.
yeah, it is. Well, we're going to do a song now that was inspired by the Bible. I mean, a lot of our songs are inspired by a book, but it's usually the thesaurus and not, you know, this is, I think this is the only song that's been inspired by a Bible story, and that is the story of Noah.
That's right. So we're, in this song, Mr. and Mrs. Noah are preparing to take off on their famous voyage. And as any couple will, while they're preparing for a trip, they have a little checklist, and they're talking, having a visit together, and checking off things on their list. And as you're listening to the song, you're realizing, the same as they are, that they're forgetting some important things and also disagreeing about which ones they ought to take. The song is called Mr. and Mrs. Noah. You got the sheep.
I've got the sheep.
How about the germs?
I've got the germ.
You got some giraffes.
A couple of giraffes.
How about the worms?
2 worms.
Hope you got the scroiches.
Scroiches.
Don't you have the scroiches?
No, scroiches.
Noah, how you gonna populate the world without the pamper-nicky-lowing of the scroiches on the edges of the fence? The feelers on their flanks, along their wings and up their antlers, undulating in the chambers of their underwater dens.
What good are they? For though they're fairly easy to attract, they're hard to catch, they smell like paint, and they're reported to be mean. Besides their being fast and dumb, they also are destructive, eating fields of purple loosestrife and exuding gasoline.
You got some bears.
I have some bears.
How about the bats?
Yep, bats.
Hope you got the moths.
Couple of moths.
And them weird little rats.
Weird rats.
You have the yunchies.
Yunchies.
Don't you have yunchies?
No, yunchies.
You know how you're gonna populate the world without the transcendental yelping of the yunchies in the caverns of Belize. The thin-solated bulges of their oscillating bellies making ripples in the undertow below your dungarees.
What good are they for though they wander glumly to the traps? They make a mess, they're self-important, and they're hard to get to know. Besides their being petulant, they roam across the earth, digesting boxcars of plutonium and peeing H2O.
You got some pigs?
I got some pigs.
Hope you got the voles.
Couple of voles.
And I like the flies.
Flies I've got.
And I'm not sure about the voles, but I want them.
Moles.
Moles.
Yes, I've got moles.
Okay. How about the patangas? You
Patangas.
have patangas.
Not a patanga.
Well, how you gonna populate the world without the syncopated gurgle of patangas on the locks along the box? The hypersonic flutter of their subthoracic nubbins, or pupation in riparian delphiniums and flocks.
What good are they for though they do adhere to tanglefoot? They are unruly, overbearing, and they feel like lumps of snot. They multiply and devastate the zebra mussel population. Plus they feed on tsetse flies, which bothers me a lot.
You got some flurbs?
No flurbs.
Well, how about the boobs?
No boobs.
You have some keels?
No, I don't.
What about the coobs?
Not a coob.
Probably not gadooples.
Right.
Or any peepings.
No peeping.
Well, now how you gonna populate the world without the boobs and coobs and keels and coobs and peepings and gadooples in the trees? Their symbiotic eloquence are inching up the candy and descending pentatonically in groups of twos and threes.
What good are they for though they have their moments? They do nothing but collectively make oxygen where diesel smoke belongs. Sporadically ingurgitating PCBs and acid rain, they live to beat the editors of long and silly songs.
Got that evolution in it, you know.
That's right.
Why is it always the man's fault?
Well, if the shoe fits, just very carefully. Never mind.
Yeah.
You said that carefully. That was
Yes,
very
I
good.
did.
Oh, we should tell folks how to get in touch with you in case they want to find out where you're playing or how to get your recordings or...
Yeah, we have a brand new recording of. We just did a compilation, a double album of songs of ours called "Love Is the Weirdest of All," and you can get it by writing to me at my email address, lou@louandpeter.com, and we can spell that out, LOU at LOUANDPETER.com.
And that
And
one,
here's the pink one.
yeah, that one's actually was recorded just 2 years ago, and that's our most recent CD with new songs on it. The other one was sort of a greatest hits kind of a thing, as it turns out. So, and we've got about 6 zillion more CDs and so forth for
Too many
sale,
recordings.
and my car's for sale, and you can buy this car. So.
Not cheap though, no.
No. But anyway, we're going to do another song. This was a song that we wrote after we realized that neither one of us could yodel, and we've always wanted to, both of us.
This is a good one for this sort of Western flavored show because Peter and I always wanted to yodel, and we realized that as very good and cooperative friends, we can yodel, and so can you in double yodel.
I was once a lonesome cowboy, ask my cattle.
I was once a cowgirl, incomplete and blue.
Till the roundup when we came to share a saddle. Now we do all of the things that sidekicks do. Plus, not only does romancing go with dancing,
on the chaparral without a chaperone,
but additionally it seems to be enhancing all the thousand things we used to do alone.
like when I sneeze, I have a guy to say gesundheit.
Changing of pews, I found a gal to hold the flashlight. Out of all these, the one that made my pleasure total is that I found I had a pal to help me yodel. Yodel-a-day, to-yo-yodel-ay, to-yo-yodel along the trail all day. Yodel-a-day, yodel-ay, yo-hey, oh-hey, in an easy double vocal yodel way.
Saturday night when we confused the Palomino,
Taking the long romantic way to the casino. Riding along, we share a jug of amaretto. And after I sing a line of bass,
I sing falsetto.
yodel-a-day, to-yo-yodel-ay, to-yo, yodel along the trail all day. Yodel-a-day, yodel-ay, yo-hey, oh-hey, in an easy double vocal yodel way. Yodel. In an easy double vocal yodel way.
Lucky we are to have each other for assistance.
For when the locals hear us yodel in the distance, and when they say that yokels' vocal cords are supple, they'd be surprised to find that yokel is a couple. Yodel-a-day, to-yo-yodel-ay, to-yo, we yodel along the trail all day. Yodel-a-day, yodel-ay, yo-hey, oh-hey, in an easy double vocal yodel way. Yodel-a-day, yo-yodel-ay, yo, we yodel along the trail all day. Yodel-a-day, yodel-ay, yo-hey, oh-hey, in an easy double vocal yodel way. In an easy double vocal yodel way. Good thing, good yodeling.
I think I could even hear the folks at home yodeling.
That's right.
Thank you.
That was great.
That was you took my line.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Great minds think alike.
Right.
That's good.
well, we can have a couple more. We can fling your way. This is
Well, good.
It's
This is-
still good. You want to have a game song? We have one that you can actually play. You don't have to like do anything. No standing on your head or making funny faces or anything. You just this is a kind of, as the football players say, this is a mental game. Mental.
This is a word game, as a matter of fact, word game song, and the instructions are in the first verse, and it has something to do with romance.
Romance.
If your lover won't come over, and when you call, they're about as warm as an ice cube. And your deck of cards is lost and it's raining, and there's nothing good on the boob tube. Here's a game you play alone, and you never have to leave the warmth of your armchair. It's your job to try and figure out which word in each grouping doesn't belong there. Harpo, Ringo, Zorro, Julio, Zeppo, Chico, Stucco, Mario, Groucho.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pet World, Uranus, Pluto.
One pair, two pair, mayonnaise, three of a kind, straight flush. Full house, four of a kind, straight flush. Car theft, robbery, mugging, burglary, romance, hijack, arson, larceny, hairbrush. Alpha, beta, gamma, epsilon, delta, zeta, theta, Dracula, sigma. Aries, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Nissan, Capricorn, Libra.
Monet, Manet, Van Gogh, Salvador, Dali, Sneezy, Cezanne, Delacroix, and more.
Earthquake, typhoon, mudslide, hurricane, romance, blizzard, firestorm, tidal wave, nut bar.
Sister, brother, father, son-in-law, uncle, cousin, nephew, double daughter.
Whiskey, vodka, champagne, creme de menthe, brandy, ouzo, Pernod, muscatel, water.
Southeast, northwest, northeast, north by northwest, due north, due east, Drew Barrymore, due south. Headache, earache, heartburn, stomach flu, romance, toothache, sore throat, muscle ache, big mouth. Freon, neon, xenon, Oregon.
Cotton, rayon, Orlon, Al-Anon.
Phone ring, earring, gold ring, slobbering.
Hardee's, Wendy's, Rabies, Burger King. Toaster, freezer, washer, opener, blender, mixer, anger, vegetable steamer.
Hip bone, heel bone, tailbone, fibula, cheekbone, jawbone, trombone, scapula, femur.
Desk lamp, flashlight, lantern, photo flood, headlight, dome light, night light, cellulite, sunlight. Puzzler, baffler, cipher, cryptogram, romance, riddle, mystery, question mark, off ramp. Puzzler, baffler, cipher, cryptogram, romance, riddle, mystery, question mark, off ramp. I thought it'd be interesting to put out a CD that was all like a quiz, you know, and then put out another CD with all the musical answers, so you sell two of them that way. I don't know. But so do you want to do how about another love song?
Oh, that sounds great with me.
This is a song, as a matter of fact. Well, this one. Well, all our songs are love songs. We could do this one too, sure. Or for Cynthia, I was thinking.
Sorry. Oh, you were okay. Listen, that was
Okay,
right.
well-
It's a little bit shorter.
We always have to explain which of our songs are love songs because they're not immediately obvious
It's true.
as being love
All the
songs.
little references. But in this case, two people are telling you how much they love you. One of them is a gardener and the other one is a baker. So they're both telling you in their own particular language in 7/4 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are my sweet forsythia, I love to linger with ya. You are my pink geranium, my lips to kiss your cranium, and goodness knows you are my rose.
You are my herb focaccia, I could just sit and watch ya. You are my chocolate nougat flan with bits of marble marzipan. I can't deny you're my peach pie.
You are my gilded marigold with eyes of green and hair gold. You are my main magnolia when you're sad I'll console ya and burn my socks. But you're my flux.
You are my plum cannoli torte, and I am happy to report you are my mocha macaroon. I'd wait for half the afternoon to tell the gang you're my meringue.
You are the dear wisteria I'd follow to Siberia. You are the one japonica I'd give my best harmonica, and it's a stretch, but you're my vetch.
You are the butter lemon ring I treasure more than anything, and if I may be very blunt, you are my maple berry bunt. And by the way, you're my parfait.
You are my boutonniere blue.
You are my salt and shortening too.
You're my corsage of soft silk.
My baking soda and my milk, my cup of flour.
My potted flower.
You are my flower.
All right.
By the way, I write all the words and Lou writes all the music in our songs, and that was an interesting song because I found out the way to write a song in 7/4 time is that you write a regular song in 4/4 time, and then every place where you normally take a breath, you take out a beat. So we don't breathe at all during that song. I hope you noticed.
Actually, I ran quite out of breath there.
Me too.
Just almost fell right over here in front of everybody. Look, he's playing the banjo.
A banjo!
Yay!
A banjo and an accordion at the same time. All the jokes
in one
flowing
room
in this
at once.
direction.
Yay! Whoopee!
I want to thank you for joining us on Horses Sing None of It. We just have time to do this one last tune. Thanks, Lou and Peter.
This was great. This was a lot of fun,
Thank you so
we'll
much
be
for having
we'll be back
us.
next week. No, really, thank you. Keep up the good work.
Well, we did talk a little bit about what song we might do together, so let's try that polka, shall we? This is an alphabet song, so you'll be able to know just where we are in this song. Darling, if we ever don't remember what to do, I wrote down the ABCs of being me and you. A is for anxiety, the worst that it can get. B is for bulimia, we haven't had it yet. C is for pentatonic, which is easy on our shoes. D is for depression, that begins right after news. E is for euphoria, how I'm kind of blue. F is for phobia, or does it start with P? You came in bed and had some lunch, stole my heart apart, you trembled on the sofa. Love is no time for that, life's too short, work we thought to let's go on polka. G is for the guilt that comes in 50-gallon drums. H is for hallucination, look out, here it comes. I is for insanity that no one can explain. J is for the jealousy we're feeling for the same. K is kleptomania, we may as well try that. L is for lobotomy, so hang on to your hats. M is for the madhouse where they're saying against the chair. N is for neurosis, which will probably get us there. You came in qualified, had some lunch, stole a heart apart, and used it to remove the sofa. Love is no time for that, life's too short, way too fat, so let's go out and polka. O is for obsessions that have brought us to our knees. E is for psychosis, which has turned us into cheese. Q is for the quivering that we do as we're dead. R is for the relapse, which is surely on the way. S is schizophrenia, which comes in awful close. T is for the tranquilizers we took by the gross. U is for the undertow in every coffee cup.